Hey everyone, I'm Jeff Sloan, the host of the Mediocre Alaskan podcast. I got another review and recommendation for you. Again, the reason why I'm doing this is it's mostly in the book, Sell Me Something Good, which is available on ebook right now. So you can go to Kindle and you can buy that as an ebook, or you can also become a patron on Patreon, and you can get that downloadable book for $3. So the thing is, when you look at reviews, oftentimes it's people that have just unboxed things and they're giving you a review based on very, very limited information. And so if someone puts you 5 stars on that, it's going to really manipulate, it's going to artificially prop up that number, and that thing might not be that good. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give reviews of things that I've had for multiple years. And so for my review, I'm going to do the Stone Glacier De Havilland pant. These have become like my work pant and my fishing pant. I've definitely hunted with them, but they're my favorite. They're my go-to pant, which I really like to have a go-to pant. You'd think that Alaskans, a Carhartt type pant would be a go-to pant, but these are fantastic. I like the pockets. I like the zippers that go all the way, pretty much all the way down to the bottom. It's sturdy. If there is a very light rain, or in Alaska, we like to call it a dry rain or mist, if you have that, it's not going to soak you. If you need to vent, you can vent. It does have a built-in belt, which I don't really like. There's no anchor point right here. So at the top of the fly, there's no anchor point. There's no button there. So if you do get that latch down, it stays pretty good, but still there's just no anchor point there. So the one thing I don't like about these pants is there's no anchor point there. But as I've said, I've had these since 2019. And I do everything in them. I teach in them, I fish in them, I hunt in them. They are fantastic pants. They're very, very durable. The brush up here in Southeast Alaska can just be absolutely horrible and rough on gear, but these pants are fantastic. I definitely like them. Great, 5 stars, whatever stars thing you're going there. So I definitely recommend those. As far as a recommendation goes, this book, Essential Essays by the Minimalists. This is a fantastic book because it talks about minimalism. And I think minimalism is something that really can help hunters and anglers and outdoors people, because people are constantly trying to sell us a whole bunch of stuff that's not really that good. And we collect a lot of stuff. We collect 2 or 3 different types of gear. We sell the bow that's 2 years old to buy the new one. And it's just a bunch of nonsense. We waste so much money going through all this stuff, and we could be spending that money on experiences. But what we do is we spend that on stuff, and we accumulate stuff that we don't even use, especially this time of year. It's March and we're getting excited about things, and so we might be buying new camo, new gear, and stuff that we just don't need. But there's some great stuff. Those De Havilland pants from Stone Glacier, like I said, are awesome. But this book be fantastic. They're short little essays about stuff and how accumulating stuff doesn't bring value to our lives. I think it'd be a great read. You don't have to be a minimalist to kind of read that and glean some stuff with it. And it's not about adopting like a hashtag minimalism thing that you can just put on your social media. It's really about assessing what brings you value and what doesn't bring you value. And if it doesn't bring you value, you probably don't stinking need it. And we get sold so much of that stuff in the outdoor industry. We get sold fly line we don't need. We get sold technology that doesn't really work. We sold so much stuff that doesn't really bring any sort of value to our lives. So I definitely recommend those pants, and I recommend that book. And that'll do it for this edition, this short review and recommendation. So check out the mediocrealaskan.com for other content. Check out the podcast, Mediocre Alaskan Podcast, and we'll talk to you next time.